Top of the morning to you.
Evening.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy Pi Mai Lao. Happy Songkran in
In
Thailand.
Thailand.
Happy Vientiane in Myanmar.
Huh.
And Happy Easter to all you Roman Catholics. And I hope you've enjoyed all your Easter eggs that have got absolutely no connection to Christ's crucifixion or his resurrection. And just so I haven't left anyone out, hello to all you flat earthers today. We've had a nice week. We've both been off work for Pimai, so we've been enjoying ourselves. We went along to Kek's mum and dad's in Tangon. One of the main days for Pimai is the family blessing. So we started in our house, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we did our family blessing where yourself and Namwan wash my feet.
Wash your hand, wash your feet.
my hands. What does that symbolise, Dal? What are you doing there? I know you're wishing me well and healthy and make lots of money to give to you. I heard that bit. But
The flowers and the candle is like sometimes me and her get angry with you
sometimes.
all the time. And then we don't want to have sins. So like in Pimai, we like to ask you to forgive. Like no sin, to don't get angry with us.
So basically you get angry with me all year and then just say, that's all right, I'll ask for forgiveness at the end and I'll be okay.
And then with parents as well, like ask parents to forgive what the kids doing. Sometimes kids doing bad with the parents, and then it's time to, and then
so it's
wishing
for
them for New
your
Year.
kind of your forgiveness of your sins throughout the year, not mine. It doesn't wash away mine, does it? What does it?
No.
You're just asking me.
To forgive us. Sometimes we.
But I don't get anything out of it, no? Does anybody forgive me?
I don't know. You should do back to me then.
Reverse blessing, we'll try it next year. And then we went and did the same at your mum and dad's, didn't we? Where we all gather and we ask for forgiveness from Kek's mother and father. Now I know it's people on the knees asking for forgiveness and washing hands. We all did that with the family for Kek's mum and dad. I noticed Kek's mum and dad got donated lots and lots of money from the family, and I didn't get anything off my girls. So we had a little go at a kind of pilot episode for our new part of the channel, which is going to be called Rice, Roots and Recipes, where we go out into a village and hopefully hook up with somebody just through introduction, a complete stranger, and hopefully they'll agree that they will let us know their favourite meal, and I will go to the market with them maybe, or just with Kek, get all the ingredients and then go back and cook it in their house. So we had a little practice at Kek's mum and dad's house, where we know that they love seafood, and it's something that we always eat at Pimai because there's no seafood inland. So we went to Macro and we bought prawns, squid, tons of it. And Kek's dad kind of explained to Kek to explain to me how he likes it cooked and everything. I tried to show off some of the ways we would have it in Europe with the crisscross, but they didn't want it that way. But I did make it, and I did make the seafood sauce, and we steamed the prawns. The prawns were very nice. And I think everybody was happy at the end of the day. Kek's dad thought it was delicious, so that was a good start. I think your mum and dad enjoyed me cooking for them, don't you? Did they like it?
Yeah.
Do you think it was all right?
My recipe.
I cooked it though, I cooked it. So that's something coming up in the future. Stay tuned for that one. Like and subscribe. Click the notifications button. And today we've had a little drive out. It's Saturday, Sunday, before we go back to work. We've had a little drive out to Meuang Feuang.
Mang Fuang.
Yeah, which is about 2 hours away from Vientiane.
Yeah.
We've come for a peaceful break, but as you can hear in the background, the karaoke boats are going past and the water taxis. We are on the river. What's the name of the river? This is the Nam Lake, I think, isn't it? I think this is the Nam Lake. I'll put it underneath. My geography in Laos not great. And we're just chilling out here. We're having, there's a boat just come along, a kitchen boat, cooking boat, and they've just served us. We've ordered grilled chicken and somtam, very spicy, and they kindly brought us a few beer Laos. So we're going to enjoy this and a few beers, just sitting here along on the floating accommodations of the hotel, if you like, or the accommodation owners, all along the river. Little lodges, I suppose you'd call them, huh? Floating lodges, all owned by separate private families, I suppose. And you can come and stay the night. You can order food off the river. You can order drink from the accommodation owners. We're not in one of the floating cabins. We're staying just up in a bungalow. I'll show you that.
The hill.
I'll show you the inside of that. Keck didn't want this rocking while we're trying to sleep. But while we're on land, we don't rock. We just get bitten by ants. So let's see how that goes. We're going to enjoy our somtam, our food, and have a couple of beers. And hopefully this evening, what are we going to do, darling? Going to cook
That probably.
Sindad, which is like a kind of a Korean barbecue, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know which way the sun sets. It's a bit cloudy at the moment. We're surrounded by the most beautiful casts. It's a little bit like Mang Fuang kind of panorama. So it should be lovely. All afternoon it should be lovely, sitting and drinking beer. And then as the sun sets, we're going to be lighting up the Sindad pot and eating some grilled meats and putting on some soup with the veggies in and having a nice evening. So
Eat, sleep.
we'll cut back into you when we get there. Until then, we're continuing to eat, sleep and drink. Well, we had a wonderful afternoon. Just hanging out down on the rafts down by the river for a little longer. Then we got hit by a massive electric storm. So we retreated to the cabin up here. And we sat in our little donga and we watched the electrical storm come and go. It was pretty wild, actually. We sat here watching the rain come across, and then the mountain that's just across the river from our donga disappeared in the rain. Just no sign of it. The rain was that thick, it was like a fog. Lightning, thunder, and then about an hour later it was all gone. So we moved outside again, ordered a couple of beers and some more tamahung.
No green.
And then we waited for our Sindad to arrive, Dal, yeah? Smoky. Come round this side. So Keck's just feeding the Sindad now with bits of chili. You're putting chili in there as well.
No. Morning
the veggies,
glory.
Morning glory. Whatever was left off the second Sindad. And we've got some belly pork on there. The boats, the taxis, the karaokes are still firing up and down the river. Not sure what time they're going to stop. But it all adds to the atmosphere. And we've not been short of food and we've not been short of drink, which It's great out here actually because you're a bit isolated. We left the car downstream on the other side of the river in a secure car park, and we got a hotel taxi up here. So we're kind of marooned up here where we can't go anywhere. So is everybody else in any of these resorts along the river. There's a huge car park down the far end where everybody drops off the vehicles, and then the hotels have got little water taxis that come and get you, which I thought might be a bit of a honey trap as far as food and drink goes. But the wonderful one, she's been calculating this afternoon, and it's not bad at all, to be honest with you. What did you go through today, Dal? You said big bottle of beer Lao is
30.
Huh?
30.
30,000 kip. So that's $1.50 for a big beer, a big bottle of beer Lao, which is one of them. And that's more or less the same price as the bars in Vientiane. Ice, a bag of ice was cheap, wasn't it?
30 for one.
A big bag. That's a ice bucket, which has lasted us all day. 30,000 again, $1.50. We got that lovely roast chicken, didn't we? Rotisserie chicken off the boat. How much was that?
180.
180,000 kip.
Full chicken.
Full chicken. Now the kip's getting higher and higher. I'll have to put the prices down here. 180,000 kip, which is, it's about less than $10, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's $9. I think it's $9. Anyway, I'll put everything we say in kip, I'll put it in dollars down below. The tamahung, which is the papaya salad.
Samsipan. 30.
Samsipan, 30. $1.50 again. Now the chicken, you just said that was 180,000 kip, and we said that was $9. How much would you pay for a full chicken in Vientiane?
200.
200. So it's cheaper on the river in the honey trap than it is in Vientiane. The rooms here, what did you say the rooms were, Dan?
750.
750,000, which is $40 for a night. Aircon, double bed, hot shower, obviously a toilet. Some of the floating ones down the bottom, you have to use the toilets up here. There's a shower block and everything just next to our bungalow. And our bungalow, you know, this is not the Ritz. This is rural Laos. And we've had a wonderful afternoon enjoying the countryside, and we've paid $30 odd the room for the night, which has been fantastic. And now we're into the Sindad. Now man's just come out. We're cooking away. We brought a little bottle of wine with us, so we're going to get stuck into that. And then tomorrow, darling.
270.
Oh, yeah, that was the bug bite. The actual Sindad itself was $250 plus 20 for the charcoal. So that was a bit of a, they had us on that, I would say. How much would a Sindad be? Because we've only got one little pack of pork, haven't we, with it? A load of veggies. One little pack of pork, 500 grams.
Recommend you bring your own.
Bring your own. And they do let you do that. And that's a strange thing, because if they've got a honey trap like this, they normally don't let you bring your own drinks or your own food. You're allowed to. It's not a problem. If you don't feel the need to bring anything, you can buy it all here, and it's not that expensive. The smoking flower pot was expensive, 250,000, which is $12.50. Not too much at all, not too bad, but it's a lot more expensive than back in town. But everybody loves them, you know. An evening like now, it's nice and cool. We've had a bit of rain, it's lovely and cool.
Forgot to keep the door.
It's all good. So as I say, we brought a bottle of wine with us. We're going to open that. Plans for tomorrow? Wonderful one. You're going to get up and feed the monks, aren't you?
Yeah.
The monks actually come along the river in a longtail, and they visit each of the residences, the floating boats, if you like. So we'll be down there nice and early tomorrow morning, giving alms to the monks, which should be wonderful. Hopefully the weather's good and I can get some of that on the drone. And then after checkout, we're going to go visit.
Temple.
Which one? Do you remember the name?
Sinxayaram.
Sinxayaram. There's is a special one, huh? Special temple. It's a mountain temple.
Very famous.
Very famous. It's a mountain temple. So we're going to go and give that a go tomorrow on the way home after checkout. Top of the morning to you. Had a nice night's sleep after making that bottle of Cab Sauv Discappear. And we got up and Keck went down to the river where the monks come along on the boat. And she gave alms down there, and I just sat up on the balcony and looked at the vista while I drank my coffee. Some beautiful views at that time of the morning. That would have been 6 a.m, 5:30, 6 a.m. Some absolutely wonderful views with the clouds and the mist around the limestone cast. Very, very peaceful. The river meandering along. And then about 6:30, the karaoke boats started again, disco boats. Couldn't believe that they were going at that time of the morning. So if you do go along to Meuang Feuang Riverside Lodges, make sure you are up early in the morning because you will not get a lie in. After we got our taxi back up the river to the car park, before we bimbled back to Vientiane, we had a little drive through Meuang Feuang village and over to an amazing temple, let's call it Naga Temple. It's actually called Sinxayaram Temple, but it's represented heavily by the Naga. It's a huge complex, would you call it? A lot of it is still under construction. There are golden Buddha statues absolutely everywhere, standing, sitting, in all the different Buddha positions right the way through the park. And there are little pockets where you can offer worship and pray. Gardens, if you like, where you can just take a bit of time, reflect. There are places, herb gardens, where you can pray for your health. There are other areas where you can pray for wealth. Also places where you can pray for those who've passed away, the deceased. But it's a very peaceful place. The girls have just gone into a huge temple room over there that's full of a lot of elaborate statues. None that I know anything about, apart from the Buddha statues. So they've gone in there to make merit. And I'm just having a wander around. I'm going to go and find the herb garden in a moment. Not because I'm looking for any particular type of herb. It'll be sensual for smell, etc. And calming, I'm sure. And I'm going to pray for a bit of better health throughout my golden years. Nothing wrong with that. According to ChatGPT, I will give you a little rundown about the Sinxayaram Temple. Also known as Wat Sinxayaram, is a significant Buddhist site located in Non Hin Hay village, Meuang Feuang district, Vientiane province. It's approximately a 90-minute drive from Vientiane. The temple's complex is renowned for its extensive collection of religious structures and statues, including over 1,200 golden Buddha images in sitting positions where devotees pray for success. A herb garden dotted with Buddha sculptures provides a space for prayers related to health, so we'll head there next. Other areas within the temple grounds are designated for mourning the deceased, seeking good fortune and wealth, praying for career advancement and learning about Buddhism. So let's go. Praying for health. The temple also hosts several festivals throughout the year. First one early March being the rice harvesting festival, and then the Songkran or Pimai festival, New Year for Lao, and later on in the year is the Meuang Feuang festival, the rocket festival. So we may return for that. You may see us here again in the future. So that's us done with a nice little final weekend of Pimai at Meuang Feuang, down on the Riverside, and over at the temple, the Naga temple, which is a very beautiful place, quite extensive as I said. And we'll leave you with some nice drone shots of the place while we bimble off back to Vientiane. Until next time, don't forget to
Like
and subscribe. Bye.